What's up guys, dpconnect.dlfhd, and today we're going to be talking about Alphaputt. This might be the cleanest, prettiest, most innovative putt-putt game we've ever seen. But does it bring more to the table than just a pretty face? Stay tuned and let's find out. First, let's go over game modes. There are a couple of game modes in this game. First mode is wordplay, where you can either choose a word from a gallery of scrolling words or you can type in your own word. This mode can either be played in single player or multiplayer with up to 4 people, and you each take a turn one at a time. The objective of this mode is to play through every letter of your word and go as far under par as you can. The other mode is called Perfection. In this mode, you have to either go under par or add par for every single letter of the alphabet. What's unfortunate about this mode, if you mess up and go over par on one letter, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. So no, it's not easy, but it is challenging. You can also play this mode with up to 4 people, which I imagine is probably more entertaining because while one of you has to go back to A, maybe the other person is at N or X and almost done with the game. Up next, controlling gameplay. The controls are fairly simple. You have to place your finger on the ball and pull towards you to decide how fast you want the ball to go. There's a counter from 1 to 100 that tells you exactly how fast and how much power you put into the shot. Lastly, there's also a button of the current letter that you're playing on the bottom right that you can press, and it gives you a bird's eye view on what's going on in the course. There's one thing that should be fixed. Sometimes when you're trying to turn the course around with 2 fingers, it doesn't turn quite properly. The gameplay is really cool because they not only include normal putt-putt, but every letter has a word that match with it. For instance, A as an airport, and they have planes coming in and out of the course. When you putt, you have to watch out that your ball doesn't touch a plane, or else the plane will deflect the ball off the course and you have to re-putt. It's like that with every letter. Every letter has this challenge that you have to try to get the ball through. The only downside is that the gameplay seems a bit repetitive, and there's something missing to give it that extra bit of excitement. In a game like Peggle, they have this slow motion camera that zooms into your shot right before it touches the last peg. It would have been cool if this game did something like that for the ball going into the hole. Also would be cool if there was a more sense of progress. We just recently played a game like OK Golf, and I like the idea from that game. For instance, you can still play through all the letters of the alphabet, but depending on how you do, you could 1 to 3 star that letter. That way you could eventually get through the alphabet and still feel like you're progressing throughout the game. We understand that they wanted to make the game feel like it was endless, but not everyone likes that type of gameplay. Now, interface design and graphics. The interface and graphics are probably the strongest part of this game. So first, the interface. The interface and the whole game, for that matter, is made out of text. The typography in this game is amazing. Probably one of the best designed games we've ever seen. All the buttons are just letters, and when you tap them, everything just works. The graphics are flippin' beautiful. These are the cleanest graphics we've ever seen. The colors that they use all match, from the letters to the background and everything that's happening on the letters. It all matches perfectly. The graphics are so crisp and the textures are so smooth that every object looks like an over-edited photograph. It's truly amazing. There's absolutely nothing to complain about here. Up next, music and sound. The music and sound are great and they match the environment really well. For instance, on the H, you have a half pipe with a skateboard sounds and people talking in the background as if they were in a park. The music in every single one of the letters matches its environment, but for the most part, it's like an electronic mixture of sounds of the theme of that letter. On something like the letter L, you get a loop of a roller coaster and what happens to be an amusement park, with people on the roller coaster making noises and a county fair music playing in the background. In terms of creating environment, the music and sounds, this game did a fantastic job. Last but not least, the story. So yeah, there is no story here. It's still a fun game though. And speaking of beautiful graphics, another game that I played that has on mobile that has really good graphics is King's Raids. From the PvE to the PvE, and they have costume for their chars. That's also dope. All in all, this game is the most beautiful and innovative putt-putt game we've ever seen on mobile in terms of graphics, sounds, and environment. While the gameplay is decent, it lacks a little bit of excitement or a sense of progress in the game. If it didn't have such a strong graphics and sound, we would easily put this in our general approval rating because it does have excellent graphics and sound and brings something different to the putt-putt genre. This game is definitely DLife HD approved and worth a go for $3.99. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me. Let me know by commenting below if you agree with me and my opinions. If you like this video, remember to smash that like button because it helps us out a lot. If you want more content like this, remember to subscribe because we release mobile game content like this very regularly. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook for more game updates. Peace.